Hi, my name is Gary Clay and I'm the marketing lead for Popcap here at E3.
Let's talk about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on PC. What is this gameplay experience all about?
Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is a predominantly multiplayer game. It also has an online 4-player co-op mode. So you're going to be going in as teams up to 24, and you're going to be playing in a couple of different gameplay modes. One of my favorites is Gardens and Graveyards, which is our take on Rush mode from Battlefield. It's basically starting off with the zombie side, where you're going to be pushing them back to different bases and defending as the plants. So it's a pretty exciting, fast-paced game mode.
What has PC gaming technology opened up from the perspective of people are familiar with this as a mobile game dating back to its origins?
Honestly, Plants vs. Zombies became extremely popular due to its PC release originally, and so we really kind of listened to our PC fans, and we really wanted to add a bunch of additional features in for these guys. So the main thing you're going to see is obviously better frame rate, and we've also spent a lot of time thinking about the different customization options for the graphics within there. But one of the things that we did talk about a week ago was our dynamic UI customization. So if you're the kind of guy that likes to use a controller as well as a gamepad or a mouse, then you're going to be able to switch dynamically, and the UI will dynamically update as you're playing to ensure that you're always on the right control scheme.
When it comes to PC technology, how have you guys worked with AMD on this new game?
We've added Mantle, so with full AMD Mantle support within there. So it's going to basically give you an incredible look when you start actually playing with the game. It's going to give you all the different support that you'll need in terms of the settings within it. I wish I had the build here right now. I could show you the detail it goes to, but it's definitely going to look better than on any other platform.
Can you talk a little bit about the experience for someone who maybe wants all those sliders to the right, and talk a little about the actual gameplay world they'll experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so the cool thing about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is really the vivid colors. So we spend a lot of time trying to change the landscape to not feel kind of, the 1,000 shades of gray that you would get. So if you really like to slide those sliders to the right, then you're going to get a very vivid, brightly colored experience, but focused entirely on fun.
For those people who have played the old games, what are some of the strategies and some of the things they'll pick up on with this new gameplay type?
It's a really interesting question. So it was one of the things we really wanted to integrate was the tower defense capabilities. And when you're playing any of the game modes, you'll be able to actually drop in the potted plants, some of them for the original game, some of them from previously too. So when you're playing co-op, for instance, which is our kind of horde mode, it's called Garden Ops, you're going to have a set of pots across the map that you'll be able to actually spawn different types of plants from the original and from previously too, and they all have different properties. So you really need to think about the strategy of when you plant those plants, which ones you want to sacrifice, which ones you want to keep alive, and they're going to help you and your players get through to the higher waves.
What strategies do you like to play when you're playing?
One of my favorite ones is the bamboo shoot. That's kind of like an artillery strike. It's a new one that we added post-launch. Kind of just to give context, everything that's currently been launched on the Xbox platforms, all the additional content in DLC will be there for day one on PC, so you'll be able to access that straight away. Another one I really like is the ice speed, because it'll slow people down. And one of the ones that can be very, very strategic is the goop shroom, because that will stop someone completely in their tracks and stop some of the hero classes from using their special abilities.
We talked about some of the different modes, but can you kind of touch upon some of the ones we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah, absolutely. So Gardens and Graveyards we talked about, and also the 4-player co-op online game mode. One of the new ones that we added post-launch, which will be in for the original launch for PC, is Gnome Bomb. So Gnome Bomb is a 8v8, very tight gameplay map, and it's kind of a little bit like Obliteration in Battlefield, but a much funnier take on it. So a gnome is going to spawn in the middle of the map, and you're going to have to rush to get it, and then there's 3 different areas you'll need to defend. So once you planted that bomb, you'll defend it, and your team of 8 will hold people back. And once you've taken out those 3 areas as either the plant or the zombie team, then you'll win the map.